I don't want to look stupid in my family. I tried this once and got laughed at. Tell me your story. I would like to try the products out first to see if they really work. I get it, totally understand. And I'd suggest that you do that. I don't want you to be involved in something that isn't really real. Let me tell you my story, what happened with the products. Let me tell you other people's stories. I want you to try the products. I want you to feel comfortable. And when you do and you have that belief, you're going to be able to go build a big business. I need to sleep on it. I need to go home and talk it over with my spouse. We talked about that. I don't know anybody. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I didn't know if I knew enough people that might want to do this, but let me tell you what happened with me. I decided to learn the skill of finding people to talk to, and I found that. I read this book, Go Pro, and Go Pro taught me how to do it. Tell some stories of what happened with me and other people. Ask some questions. If I could show you how to never run out of people to talk to, would you be ready to get going? All my friends are poor. Then all your friends, I'm sure, don't want to be poor anymore, right? Who wants to stay poor? If your friends don't have money, then what are they probably looking for? They're looking for opportunities so they can get out of that situation. If they're hungry, that's enough, right? Let me tell you a story of this poor person that changed their life, and this poor person that changed their life, and this poor person that changed their life. So if we can together, let's go talk to your friends. Let's ask them some questions and see if they're ready to do something. If they are, then we can help them. Would it be fun to help your friends? Take those people that are poor and show them how to get out of that situation? That'd be a lot of fun. I don't know anybody. All my friends are poor. I have no credibility with my friends and family. I know how you feel. Felt the same way. Let me ask you some questions. If there was a product or a company that was so credible that it helped you actually with the credibility, and I showed you an approach that would work with talking with those people without feeling uncomfortable, are you really ready to move forward? I don't know anything about this type of business. I know how you feel. Let me tell you some stories. Let me ask you some questions. When I join, will you help me? Sure. I'll help you. I won't do it for you. I'll do it with you. I don't have a car. I don't have a computer. Listen, a car and a computer isn't really the issue here, right? I get what you're saying is you have some limiting situation. But if you have enough ambition, if you have enough dissatisfaction, if you have enough desire, you're coachable enough, you're willing to work enough, you can overcome anything. The world is filled, and network marketing is filled with people who had limiting situations just like you and were able to turn it around. And let me show you how you can do that. All right, so I have some additional questions here. This person says, also wondering if you think there's a different response technique for different personalities or ego status differences. You're more empathetic, feel, felt, found responses, or the more take-away-ish approach. I can't wait to hear your response. I found, personally, that if you have a strong posture, it's always good. If you're confident in what you have, you're not emotionally attached to the outcome. You're just learning. There's no good, there's no bad, there's just learning experiences. You're trying to build a bridge between the prospect and what it is that might help them in the future. Okay? So if a person acts belligerent to somebody that's just trying to build a bridge, it doesn't make sense. It's not congruent. If I'm just trying to help you and you're just slapping me in the face, it doesn't make sense. It's very rare that it'll even happen. If you genuinely relate to the person, you ask them some stories, you tell them some stories, and you ask them some questions, have them tell you some stories, you're going to build a bridge and you're going to see if there's a fit. And yes, ego might prohibit somebody from joining the business. Their limiting beliefs might be so strong, so ingrained in them, that they can't see doing anything other than what their parents did. That might be the case. And it's not your job to convince someone that doesn't want to be convinced. It is our job to help blind people see if they want to see. We have to give them a chance. But we don't have to twist their arms. We don't have to, strong arm them and close them and belittle them and win the conversation But you can be strong and just say, you know, look, I've got a great opportunity. It might not be for you. I don't know if you're mentally kind of prepared for something this different from your traditional model. But if you are, I can help, and I'd like to help. And now, to find out if you're a good fit for this, let me ask you some questions. Let me tell you some stories. Let me ask you some more questions. Let's get you some more information. And based upon that information, let's help you be able to make a decision. That's all I'm here to do. Help you make a decision. So if I'm doing that, am I like this professional, slick, answer questions, overcome objections, sales guy? No, I'm not. I'm a friend. I'm a consultant. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a good fit here. Okay? I found that this works in every situation for the last 25 years. I really like that. I'm always searching for stuff that works all the time. What do you say when your prospect asks what is the name of the company? I just tell them. You know, so well, you know, what's the name of the company? Well, here's the name of the company. Do you know anything about them? Have you heard anything about them? No, you haven't? Well, that's why I want to share it with you. See what I'm saying? Don't walk away from a prospect too fast. If they say, you know, look, I've got this question, I have this objection. Don't mentally shut down. Don't walk away. Just understand, okay, now the work happens. Now we're going to act as a consultant. We're going to build a bridge, and we're going to help them see and move the process forward. Understand our job is to help blind people see and to educate the ignorant. That's our job. There are no good and no bad experiences, only learning experiences. You will learn, you will get better, you will learn, you will get better. So at the end of every situation, and my job is to try and equip you with concepts that work in every situation, and you can adapt your personality, your words to those concepts. What are questions and objections? They're something so people can sound smart. They're looking for clarification. They're trying to understand. Maybe they have a limiting belief about themselves or about network marketing. And a lot of times it's just a reflex reaction. So understand what questions and objections really are. Expect that they're going to come, but don't project them. Don't give them to your prospects. So, hand them over to them as a gift. Act a little bit surprised when you get an objection. And ask yourself the question internally, is it real? And what are people really saying when they're saying this objection? Okay? What are they really saying? The concepts here that will serve you are feel, felt, found, which is relate to people, relate to the prospect, relate to the question, relate to the objection, ask questions, and tell stories. You're going to be asking for clarity sometimes. You don't try to win, even though you really get passionate about it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. I'm not successful in that mentally, and I really want to win, and I really want to just, nail that thing down so they never even have it come out of their voice, their mouth again. But most of the time I'm okay with that. There are really only 2 objections. Out of all of these 59 questions and objections that were listed here, all of them fall into one of 2. Some people have a limiting belief about themselves, or they have a limiting belief about network marketing. Our job is to help them overcome this limiting belief, because these limiting beliefs are not serving them in the new economy. They're not serving them when it comes to freedom in their life. These limiting beliefs are limiting them and limiting their future.